Most men today lack discipline. And the truth is, it starts with your habits. All right? You'll never be disciplined if you still have bad habits. So guys, if you want to increase your discipline, you got to remove the bad habits. And the three main habits that you need to start with is the alcohol, the drugs, and the porn. All right? Those are probably the top three habits that are keeping most men completely stuck in life. I know it was keeping me stuck for a long time. And it wasn't until I removed all three of those vices, all three of those bad habits, that I was actually able to start making real progress in life. And the secret with that is you got to remove all of them. All right? Because even if you were to just remove drinking, but you still smoke weed and you still watch porn, you will never get the results you're looking for. All right? If you were to cut out weed and you were still drinking and watching porn, you're not going to get the results. And even if you were to cut out drinking and drugs, if you're still watching porn, if lust is the last thing that is getting you, you're never going to reach your goals. All right? That's the secret. You got to remove all of the bad habits, at least those three. And those were the biggest three that were holding me back. And I bring them up because I think that's a struggle that a lot of men face nowadays, because it's just so widely accepted in society. So a lot of people, they get hooked onto it because it's just instant gratification. I mean, there is nothing more that is instant gratification than drugs, alcohol, and porn. All right? Because you do it and you instantly feel good. But the truth with that is, as instantly as you feel good is the same amount of time it takes you to feel like crap afterwards. All right? So a few minutes into smoking weed, you feel great. And then a few minutes later, you feel terrible. And that feeling of feeling terrible is usually way worse than that initial dopamine spike that you get. And it's never worth it. And you know it. But you're addicted, so you continue to do it. And it's the same thing with alcohol. It's the same thing with porn. So until you can get those three areas of your life under control, you'll never actually start to reach your goals and see progress. But now let's say that you were actually able to remove the vices. And let's say it's been 2 weeks that you've been vice-free. Truth is, you might still not see any progress. You might not see results. You might feel a little bit better. You might get rid of some brain fog. But in terms of your finances, probably hasn't changed much. In terms of your living situation, probably hasn't changed much. Nothing's really changed except your habits. And that's the most important thing, is you changed your habits. And we always say all the time, success is a removal process. So a lot of people, when they are looking to get successful, they want to add things to their life. Okay, what can I add to make myself smarter? What can I add to make my life better or appear better? But the truth is, success is a removal process. Remove the negative habits that are keeping you stuck, draining your bank account, distracting you. Only then will you focus on what is actually important and what's going to actually increase your life. And it's going to give you that drive and that motivation to go out there and meet people, connect with people, take risk, take action. Once you get comfortable doing that, that's when the opportunity comes. That's when the doors start to open. So it might only take you 2-3 weeks to sort of detox from your vices, but then the work really starts. Okay, it's only going to take 2 or 3 weeks to actually remove everything from your body. But then once it's removed and you start getting that inner drive to go out there and connect with people and start businesses and have these ideas that are actually going to help people, see, that's when the work really starts. And that's when your life really starts to change and take shape. But that's a month in, that's 2 months in, that's 3 months in. And the problem with a lot of people now is they are addicted to that instant gratification that only comes from drugs, alcohol, and porn. So you think by removing your vices, you're instantly going to see results. That's not the case. You're immediately going to feel worse, probably, because you're detoxing. Then you're going to go through a period of stagnation where you're just flat and you're just at baseline. But then you go out into the world, you start having ideas, you start communicating with people, you take risk, you have this drive to just achieve your goals in life. And then you start experiencing the beauties of the world. But again, that's 3 months in, that's 4 months in. So give it time. Do not worry about instant gratification anymore. Okay, play the long game. Understand you will get everything that you want in this life, but it starts with removing the vices, getting back to baseline, and then taking massive action every single day. Show up every single day, all right? And that's where the discipline comes in. Because every day you're not going to feel motivated. You're not going to feel incredible every day. But you need to show up every single day. Figure out what you need to do it every single day, and do not stop until you reach your goals. All right, guys, my name is Brian. That's today's video. I'll catch you in the next one.